Guys, welcome to another Azure event. Welcome you today. I'm CJ. This is part of our monthly Azure event coming directly from Azure Nigeria User Group. So today we'll be talking about visual machines, Azure visual machines, how to use it, how to set it up. Also, basically, if you would like to use one of Azure Compute options, uh, Azure offers a visual machine of different types and skill for your own needs based on your own capacity of the kind of workload you would like to run. Among other Azure Compute options is like AKS, Azure Kubernetes Services, and other options are available there. So today we'll be talking about Azure Visual Machines, how to set it up, how to set up Visual Machine skill set, how to connect to Azure Visual Machine, as well as how to like download extensions for it. So without further ado, I would look into configuring a visual machine, then setting up availability sets, so configuring visual machine availability, and then configuring extension that will run within the visual machine. And then I will show a demonstration on how to set up and manage a visual machine. So if you're joining us, if you have any questions, you can drop it in the chat and let's have fun. So the next on the slide is configure visual machine. So like I explained, visual machine is kind of one of the compute options offered by Microsoft. Uh, so we're gonna in configuring the visual machine, we're gonna look at the cloud service responsibilities, review what's the responsibility between Microsoft, the cloud vendor, as well as the company or the individual using the offerings within Microsoft Cloud, Azure Cloud. I'm gonna plan visual machines, setting it up, what we need, the skill, the specifications we need, because visual machine comes with different offerings for different purposes, for different workload needs. And then we're gonna look at the sizing of the visual machine. We're gonna look at storage needs. So we're gonna determine the storage needs. And I will show a demonstration on setting up a visual machine in the portal. And then next is to how do we access the visual machine? So for instance, using RDP or using SSH for Linux machines and RDP for Windows machines. And then we look at connecting the Windows visual machine, as well as looking at connecting to a Linux visual machine. And then we'll look at a summary. So in the cloud service offerings, so there's responsibility between Microsoft, the cloud vendor, as well as the individual using the cloud. So looking at the in a SaaS, PaaS, ES, as well as on-prem offering, the responsibility lies on the customer, so the company using it. So in the areas of information and data, so information and data within the machine or the cloud service solution, device itself, as well as IAM, so the accounts, individuals, as well as identities within it. Now, if you look at the responsibility within identity and directory infrastructure, is a shared responsibility between Microsoft and the customer. And then likewise, in the area of PaaS offerings and as well as SaaS solution. For the ES and on-prem, the responsibility is on the customer. So if you go further down to, for instance, maintains the physical hosting, the physical host, the physical networking, as well as the physical data center. That's completely on the responsibility of the cloud vendor. So in this case, Microsoft. So in planning for a virtual machine setup, so it's always advised to start with the network. So the network meaning where the cloud, where the virtual machine will be set up, will inhabit. So which one of the data centers or the regions or the 60 plus regions which is available in around 40 countries, they will be located or set up. And then we have to consider the name of the virtual machine. You're going to choose a location. So that offers a capability close to where you are physically located. So let's say you're based in Europe, so Western Europe, you should have your virtual machine provisioned in Western Union, West Europe, or North Europe data center of Microsoft offering. And then next is to consider the pricing. So each SKU of the virtual machine have different pricing needs. So for determining the virtual machine sizing, you have to look at, for instance, general purpose, compute optimized, memory optimized, storage optimized, GPU. So these are like special virtual machine for heavy graphic rendering and video sharing and editing. And then there's the high performance compute. So in determining the virtual machine storage, somebody's joining. Somebody's joining. Welcome, Nasser. If you have any question, you can raise your hand. We already started. So in determining the virtual machine storage, a virtual machine has at least two disks. So the OS disk as well as the data disk. So the OS disk is where for instance, the any content or any kind of maintenance of the virtual machine lies. So you also have the data disk. So the data disk could be for the storage needs and all resides in the Azure storage accounts. So we will be looking at creating the virtual machine in Azure portal and then connecting it and looking at installing the web server role. And somebody's entering. And we'll view the IS welcome page. So today we'll provision a visual machine, selecting one of these flavors of images. So we'll look at select the kind of disk type, so whether Windows disk or Linux disk. Look at the networking, which virtual network will connect with if we have one already provision, as well as load balancing. We look at management. So management, we're looking at monitoring, auto shutdown, backup, as well as in advanced offline, like configuration. If you want to set up agents within the virtual machine, if you want script to be run when the virtual machine is spin up or connected in, or as well as application that run within the virtual machine. So in connecting to virtual machines, you can connect via Azure Bastion, for instance, as one of the offering, through the RDP protocol or SSH. So SSH for Linux-based machines and RDP for Windows-based machines. So for Windows-based machines, you connect through the RDP, so remote desktop protocol, runs on ports 3389. So what happened in the background is the WinRun creates a command line section so you can run scripts in it and then have access to the virtual machine. So for Linux virtual machines, you are connecting through SSH. So a bit of a summary before we do the demo. I show the demo. So we've covered a virtual machine, what it is. Also, we have also showed how to connect to a Windows-based virtual machine, as well as how to connect with a Linux-based Windows machine. Now we look at configuring virtual machine availability. So virtual machine scale set. So you might ask why the need for virtual machine availability. Say for instance, you want high availability of a virtual machine. You will need a skill set. That means that a replicate of your virtual machine is being provisioned. When you provision a virtual machine, it's available, say, in a three zones. That means that let's say one zone of a data center of Microsoft fails, the other zone is available, making you have a high availability. So it's always a high throughput availability to serve the needs of your workload. So the high availability helps, for instance, could be, let's say, for instance, Microsoft needs to manage, do a maintenance on a data center where the virtual machine your provision is located. So, so when there's like a failure, to use like an unplanned hardware maintenance event, so kind of a live migration, for instance, for like unexpected downtime. So like they say, the virtual machine fails unexpectedly, and then automatically it will heal, and then the virtual machine will be available in another zone. So giving high throughput. Okay, in the case of a planned maintenance, so like a periodic update that is done in Azure platform. So in setting up availability sets, we look at we give provision the instance name, which region, the fault domains, how many fault domains. So fault domains would be like how many vision instances you want to provision. So this case is 2. Update domains, select 5, or any amount you want based on your workload, what you want to achieve. So you can give an option of whether you want to use managed disk or not. So we'll take a demo to show how to provision a virtual machine and how to set up availability set. So in my Azure portal, I'll click on creating a virtual machine. So we'll look at creating a virtual machine. So provide a region, resource group, give a virtual machine name. So let's VM. For the region, I'm in Northern Europe, data center region, I will select that. For availability zone, I will say, let's go for availability set. So availability set, like I showed earlier, so you have to give, let's say, an option. So for instance, if you're like a trusted launch vision machine or standard, so I'll go for standard. Or I could create a new availability set. So availability learning for availability set. So that's yeah, like and the object domain is required. And then say okay. Now next is to select which image, which kind of visual machine I want. So I will select, since I would like to provision a Windows machine, I will select one of the flavors. So Windows Server 2022 Data Center, Azure Edition Hotspot, 64 Gen 2. Now, VM architecture, an option to choose x64 or ARM64. So if you want it to run with a spot discount, you can tick it yes or untick it. And the size. So this is very interesting. So this is where it's important to know which kind of workload you want to run. So uh, Microsoft has a lot of offerings in terms of somebody's resume is on his hand. Hi, sir. You have a
Yeah,
question?
hello. Yes, I do. So I want to know what the run with Azure Spot discount do when it's being ticked.
I will lower your hand. So spot instance means, that's a good question. Spot instance means that it's a very cheap machine, but then it's like it's available only when Microsoft makes it available. So what it means is that because it's very cheap, some people use it for testing, that you have it running, but when Microsoft needs that capacity, it will take it out, it will delete it, deprovision it, and it will not be available to you.
Oh, okay. So does that mean that let's assume that I provision a virtual machine that is running, and then I take the Azure Spot and Spot discount, and maybe they are charging me for let's say a D2 server, and they are charging me for an amount. If the Spot discount is available, that amount will reduce, right? It's more like when it's available, it will reduce. Okay, understood. Okay. Thank you.
So let's choose it, for instance. So like I said, capacity only. Your virtual machine will be evicted when Azure's excess capacity disappears. So price or capacity, your virtual machine will be evicted when Azure excess capacity disappears or cost exceed your specified max price. Yeah. So you can have eviction policy. So stop, deallocate, or delete. So I will choose whether to when it's exceeded, I'm telling by policy, I'm telling myself, okay, stop the machine, deallocate it, or delete it. So for testing process, I was okay, delete it. But deleting it and also stopping is almost the same because you're not gonna use the machine when Microsoft takes it away. So there's no power. So it's like there's no electricity for it to run, or there's no electricity in a house, for instance. Yeah, it's gone, it's gone. But then your bulb is still connected to the socket with the wires and the switches. Enough, the layman's work of looking at it. So this is power because it's a spot machine VM. It's because it's really cheap. So this is the charge per hour, really, really cheap. And the different offerings as well. They have like a B series, D series, and official machines. And further, we will provide a name for the official machines. I was username, I mean, for the visual machines. I would say, yeah, passwords, I'll say, okay. We'll select which visual machine network ports. So we're going for port 338 now, so the RDP, Remote Desktop Protocol. Public inbounds allow selected ports. Okay, we'll leave that. We don't have any license. Save up to 49% with the license you already own with, say, you're using Azure with hybrid benefit. So we don't have any. Go to next disk. So for the OS disk, this is what we are getting. The other options. OS disk type, premium, SSD. There's other options offered. So when it's asking when you delete the VM, this disk will be deleted as well. So this is checked. This is what we want. The key management, platform manage key, and we would go further to networking next. So if you already have a VNet provisioned, you will select it, or automatically when the VM is being provisioned, automatically a visual network will be provisioned as well. So the name will be NLGVM-VNet, and the subnet will be allocated. Default subnet will be allocated to the public IP, and NIC as well, basic NIC, as well as public inbound ports, allow selected ports. Now, the rest is not relevant for this demo, so we just click on next management. So let's say you want to enable system assign management, you can now select it here. If you want to couple it with a Microsoft Entra ID, you select it. And if you, for instance, you want to enable like auto shutdown, you can select it there as well. And then obviously upload the time range you want that. And we go further to backup. If you want to enable backup, if you want to enable star recovery, so we'll go to next monitoring. Good diagnostics. If you want to enable, say, alert recommended, alert rules, then select that. Advanced. And if you say you want to run like custom data is like you want a custom script to run. So that means that, let's say, for instance, when the visual machine is fired up, a script will be fired up in the back end as well. If you want to enable tagging, you put tagging, say, for instance, the name of the creator or disk name or whatever, or who created it, which department created it, cost center or something like that, or which environment it is, whether it's dev environment or prod environment. So we'll go further to review and create. So we have an error on basic. So what the error like? So the level error in terms of the name of the password of the visual machine. So we're gonna use a concurrent say password must have three of the following: one lowercase, one uppercase, one number, and one special character. Okay. 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 Let's change that. Okay. So we need a long, long. Okay. Okay. So okay, great. So we have another error. Let's see. Okay. You can see for it because of what we selected, we want to spot VM. So at the moment, in not Europe, uh, the spot VM is not available. So we would select spot VMs. Okay. Yeah. Cool. So the validation is passed. We're not going to create the visual machine. So the visual machine is now being provisioned. I would go back to the slide. I think that's what I did. I think it's fast. So the first time joining Nasser.
No, it's not my first time. I think the last session I joined, the networking one, actually asked the questions about the peering and other things. So, and I think I had joined previously about 2 or 3 sessions. I can't really recall.
Oh, that's yeah. I remember that was last Saturday with Zaimo.
Yes. Yes, with Imo, yes.
Why the machine is being provisioned? Let's proceed further with the slide. We'll get back to it. So for the visual machine skill set, you have this the up and four domains. So the up domains is like the two VM I selected in the skill set. So basically, uh, what it does, it allows Microsoft, so Azure, to perform kind of upgrade, running upgrade or implementing upgrade across a deployment. So during a planned maintenance. So for domains, just like a group of visual machines. So you could see when I selected scale set, I selected 5 machines on the 4 domains and 2 on the other domains. It means that so this group of 5 VMs share common set of hardware, switches, have single point of failure. So the VMs within a vulnerability set are placed in at least 2 4 domains. So you can see the diagram here. So the essence is that we always have your machine available. So to achieve high availability set. So basically, the 4 domains prevents users, like limiting the impact on potential physical hardware, where the visual machine and the zone on the data center of Microsoft where the machine is running. So availability zone, looking at that is basically Microsoft different regions. So within a region, there's an availability zone. So availability zone 1, 2, 3. What is an availability zone? Availability zone is like a data center set for 3 data centers located within an Azure region. So, like say for instance, in Amsterdam, in Netherlands, we have in Northern Europe region, Azure region, we have 2 data centers based in Amsterdam, located in Amsterdam. So the first one is it's called availability is a zone one zone, so we call it availability zone one, and the other data center availability zone two. And let's say there's another one in Netherlands, we call it availability zone three. So it includes data centers with independent power, so different power, independent power cooling networking, completely isolated. And what does this do? It protects from data center failures. And that combines, so what we mentioned, it combines update and fault domains to achieve high availability. So it provides SLA is like 9.99%, which is really, really high, really, really high. Let's see if our machine is ready. Okay, yeah, the machine is ready. So click go to resources. So this is the virtual machine. Let's connect. Let's connect. This is a Windows machine. We connect with RDP port 3389. So let's we can connect with RDP. I will need to download first the RDP file. Okay. Oh, if you guys are seeing this, can you see the screen? Enter the credentials. Okay. So I need to provide the password. So I'm gonna put the password of the visual machine which we created. Okay, let's connect. So on my daughter screen, I just connected to the machine. Let me see if I can share the screen of it. Okay. So yeah, so this is the visual machine now. It just spin off and it's still loading up. So it's asking, do you want to allow your PC to be discoverable by other PCs and devices on this network? So since I'm on my home network, I'll say yes. So this is the visual machine, a Windows-based visual machine provisioned with availability sets. So you can use this machine to work on any project or do any workload you want to run on it, or set up any uh, devices, or like you want to like add servers to it or build storage or use it as a compute or web browsing or something like that. Share, stop sharing. Back to the slide. Yeah. So in terms of skill set, we have like, in terms of scaling, we have like vertical scaling and horizontal scaling. So vertical scale is like increasing the power to a kind of a one instance of a workload, which usually is manual. Horizontal scaling is the process of you're increasing or decreasing the number of instances. So this is so like for instance, you're adding more instance. So a visual machine scale set, you add more machines, or you take away. So you have 5 machines, and then you need more power. It scales to say 7, 8, 9, 10. If you want to scale in, so you now so you take out the 8 VM, the 7 VM, or the 6 VM to scale down. So that's kind of offers a kind of elasticity. So you want to control costs by using less because you have less compute needs, or scaling up because you need more compute. So we have already showed how to create scale set. So you choose the instance count you want. So in this case, 2. If you need like a managed disk, yes, you need Spark instance. So no. Allocation policy. So we didn't, like you could see, we selected earlier Spark instance. And when we tried to provision, Microsoft said within the Northern Europe version, there's no Spot instance available. So we took it out. And then you configuring auto scaling. So defined the minimum, maximum number of VM instances you want. So in this case, the minimum is 1 VM, maximum is 10 VM. Scale out CPU threshold 75 for 10 minutes. So it means when the threshold is reached, 75% is reached threshold, 1 VM will be spin up. To scaling, so scaling means to reduce. So the threshold of 25%, so the threshold of 25%, CPU threshold, compute threshold, 1 VM should go down. So in your own time, in the interest of time, I want to have this meeting, this event within 1 hour. So in your own time, you could now use this virtual machine we have provisioned. This virtual machine we have provisioned and connected to, you could now add scale set to it. So you can add scaling, so scale set, scaling, add scaling to it. Based on the demonstration we have. So based on this. So for summary, we've shown how to provision a vision machine, the Windows vision machine, and connected to it using remote desktop protocol RDP port 3389, and showed how to set up a scale set. A scale set that enables to achieve high availability for the VMs. Further, you can configure a vision machine extension. So a vision machine extension is basically saying, okay, I want, when this vision machine is connected, extension or scripts have to run on the back end. So the script could be okay, when this virtual machine is aimed up, I want it to run some commands in the back end. So run some scripts. So you have a script and it will trigger, and that script will deploy something or spin up something. So we look at implementing using machine extensions, uh, custom script extensions. I want to implement desired state configuration. So within visual machine extension, you could say, okay, I want to run a custom scripts or PowerShell desired state configuration. So extension basically what provides post-deployment VM configuration information task, for instance. It could be we want to share VM extension with the run after the deployment, or you want a rapid 7 insert agent to be run. So you can manage that with PowerShell ARM templates or the Azure Portal GUI or the Azure CLI. And they are all part of the VM deployment or run against an existing system. And they are different for Windows and Linux machines. So in implementing custom script extension, you provide the script file. Let's say you have a file with scripts. You provide, so because the extension have 90 minutes to run after the post deployment of the VM. Script, disaster script, or you want to run a disaster configuration script, will be something like this. Or it will install the IIS install local and a local host, another Windows feature. So custom scripts could be like you want to like web server failure available on a virtual machine, or you want to create a PowerShell script to install the web server, or configure an extension a portal run to run a script. So a bit of a summary on configuration machine extension. So you want to like automate configuration of the server, say project as a service on a virtual machine. So this lab you could on your own time or somebody's raising his hand. Go ahead, Michael.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, so my question is this script. Are you the one that's going to write the script or the virtual machine will generate the script for you to install?
Scripts already, there's a pre-provisioned scripts you could use. So for instance, let's see, to mention. Extension. So there are these are like example of extensions you could use, or you could now provide your own extension. So this is like a third-party extension. So for instance, like we showed, you could use this. So you want to PowerShell to run, and you select it, and you click next. Or you want to run TeamViewer host for Windows. So you could have your own extension, or you could use one of these offered by Microsoft, and then you provide credentials you need, for instance. Or with the PowerShell disaster configure, you could also upload your own scripts. If you have any specific script, PowerShell script, and you upload it and it will run as well. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah.
So in this lab, you could, on your own time, look if you have like a free credit or what, you could manage the virtual machine I've provisioned. So manage meaning like you can add like a extension to it. First, you deploy your virtual machine in the Azure portal with templates. You configure the vision by using virtual machine extensions. Add scale the compute storage. You can go further with task or deploy zone resilience scale sets by using the Azure portal. You can do task 5. Task 5. Somebody raising hand. Michael.
Yeah, sorry that I'm asking you all these questions as if
No
I'm
problem.
showing you them.
No problem. Don't ask me anything.
So one of the problem I have each time I set up a virtual machine is number one is always how to set up the compute and storage, and also how to put informations, how to go about putting information on those storage. So each time I get to that stage, it's as if I got stuck and I give up. So if I may ask, as a layman that is starting out this virtual thing, how do I do that?
So if you want to ask, I have this the vision machine we have provided. We have provisioned, and you want to add words, or you want to connect it.
Maybe set up the resources for the storage, you know, the storage block or kind of storage that you want.
So this is the machine, vision machine we have provisioned. So inside it now, we're not inside the vision machine. And so you want to add storage to it or something like that, right?
Yeah, inside the virtual machine, yes.
Okay. You can also do that from the Azure Blade side. Say you can add like create a server, so you have like a local server, or you want to add like, for instance, a new server, so you could say manage, go under manage, or you can add like a add server, so storage or something like that if you have, or you can import one, something like that. So from your computer, I could pull a storage or add a storage to it. Likewise, I could. You can also do that from the Azure portal side. So from here, so this is the vision machine from the Azure side with all the SKUs. So let's say on the size, what is the size? So the size standard D2X V3 version 3, CPU 2 with 8 EIB RAM. And let's say you want to add extras or you want to change it. Say for you want to change the storage or the capacity or the size. So you can want to resize it. So you could use like say D2 series, or I want like a B series. So let's say I want to, currently we're using the DS3 version 2. Let's say okay, now I want to go B series. So with the B series, it's a general purpose. Terms of storage, local storage is like 96, and it's quite expensive. So per month, it will set me back by 373 euros. So let's say I want to choose that. I'm gonna go click on resize. resize. To resize the VM. So what it means is that the visual machine, so like you could see now, and share the other screen, share this. You see now the machine, this is the machine with provision, the visual machine is not shutting down because I called for the sizing. So it will resize itself based on the new specification I've given. So it's gonna reconnect. So you can see it's reconnecting. And that's the beauty of visual machine.
Okay, so while this is going on, so any information I store on this virtual machine, right, also appear on the browser side of it, on the portal side of which is the second screen that you.
Yeah. So let me share it. So you could see it's still reproducible. What it means is that, let's say you're already in this machine working on it, right? It's not going to be available. That's why it's showing reconnecting. It's down. But because we've created scale set, we have scale set created, nothing is lost. It's not gonna affect anything. But it's just at the moment the temporary downtime to resizing it is what you can experience, but no data loss, nothing lost within it. So let's say you have already done something, extension, provision inside it or what, it's not gonna get lost.
Okay.
You can also add like backup, so like disaster recovery, provision backup. So when I was creating the vision machine, I didn't select for backup, but you can ask backup. So backup is like, okay, if anything happens, it backs it up, give you extra security, like, okay, the whole content of this machine will always be available, but then it comes with a cost. Yeah. Yeah. So in the interest of time, I have 5 minutes more. I can help things doing. This is Saturday. My weekend, it's good to get things done. So in the lab one, we showed, so we provisioned a visual machine and we put SCSL to it. And you could add, VNet was provisioned. So the VNet, I can show the VNet. This is the VNet. So this is the visual machine. And this is the VNet. So VNet was provisioned for us and the address space of the VNet. So there's a private VNet. On the VNet, we could create subnets in it as well. So the task 2 above requires to configure visual machines by using visual machine extension. So you could put here like an extension for task 2. You can put like a script, so like a PowerShell script or disaster state script. And let's say you have your own script, you install it and put it here. Task 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is okay. You deploy Azure Resilience scale set by using Azure Portal. You configure visual machine scale set using extensions, and then scale the compute and storage for the visual machine scale set. Yeah, so you could do that on your own time using the visual machine as provision or using the slide, this slide presentation. So that brings us to the end of this presentation. Any questions you can ask me. I would upload this to so this event is being recorded. So I will upload this to our YouTube community, and then you can also visit it and watch it. And I'll provide the presentation, the slide then. make it available.
Okay. Hello, CI.
Wisdom, how you doing?
Yes, I'm fine. Are you?
Good.
Okay. Yes. I really appreciate your effort for this presentation. I want to make a small suggestion that if you can make this presentation to be more advanced. I noticed that is like a foundation or this thing, so that we can join it.
Exactly.
And then if you can make it more like exam specification, like some questions that is used to come out from the exam that we can treat, so that we can get we can have the idea of it. Like me now, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, actually I wrote the AC 104, but I couldn't make it. I scored 686. Remain very small score for me. It was it was very sad for me actually, but at least it's just a suggestion. If you can make it more advanced, and then from there we can continue. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yeah, so because I don't know the level of exposure of the attendance, right? So what I normally do in the beginning of the year, I go back to prerequisites, so basic Azure foundations, and then I go further to advanced. So if you say you promise me you will join the next event, then what I will do, I'll go advanced because of you and choose an advanced topic in Azure. Since you're already familiar with Azure by taking the Azure Azure, so you know things already in Azure. So 680 something is something. there's experience in that. So I will do that. So I will look at any topic, any advanced topic, and then I will discuss that in the next presentation. So normally I start my events each year with basic topics, so foundational topics. There are a lot of people who doesn't know the cloud, right? So we know that we want those also to present the foundational stuff in the cloud. Yeah. So for instance, in Nigeria, young people already know the cloud. A lot of people still know it, but then they have not touched it or feel it. So that's why these foundations are very important. Yes. Any other question?
Yes, you did.
So I hope you guys will have a nice weekend. And
Yes.
stay
Thank you very much. CJ, is it possible to share the slide with us?
Yes, I'll share it. I'll drop it. After the recording, you will see the recording drop down on the chat side of Teams, as well as I will share it on the WhatsApp chat group and the YouTube community for Azure Nigeria User Group.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Bye.
You too.
And you too. Bye.